Well, it's Joy again. I wanted to introduce you to my planning process, and I'm going to make this hopefully a weekly series where either you're going to see part of my planning process and or my debt payoff process. So both are kind of interlinked because I do that as far as my planning. So you're going to know basically, I'm just going to say my debt is at 100% and how much of a percentage I'm taking off of it in chunks every month and how much closer we're getting, and give you my overall plan and why I'm tackling it that way. But right now I'd like to introduce you to my weekly planning process, and hopefully it comes across because I had a bit of an issues filming it. So give me just a little bit of forgiveness with this one. I promise to get better in the future. Hopefully you just get a little bit of a shot of how I go about this process. Okay? Take care. Bye. Just to get you introduced to my space, I'm kind of focusing in on the planner, but let me back up just a little bit and show you what I've got going on. First of all, I've got all my washi tape right here waiting for me. Some markers that I don't like to use for planning, but I like to have there for other reasons. And I'm going to show you the rest of it as we get into this. Get you up close and personal there. It is hard to plan and show you guys my process without giving you a glimpse into my personal life because planning is personal. And that's why I haven't chose to do it before now, but I kind of think it's important to show you guys how I plan, and it might be different than others. For example, I'm going to give you a peek at my monthly view page, and it's ugly. Just a warning. My monthly view page is all done in pencils. It's for scheduling. It's not for anything pretty. And I know that's totally against what planning on YouTube's about, but that's the way my life is, and that's what works for me. I need space to write. So this is last week, and this is what this looked like. Now, it always starts out very pretty with my decorations and things, but it doesn't. I usually do most of my planning in pencil unless it's carved in stone, because it is one of those things that's important to me to be able to change it up and erase. As you see, I even put a line through some scheduling here on Wednesday because it didn't work out. So let me share with you how I go about my planning and my planning process, and I'll speed through some things that'll take some time, but you'll get an idea of how this works for me. Okay, so first of all, I love to plan first and then decorate and celebrate, but I have to do it backwards, otherwise I'm covering up writing. And because of this is the 4th of July and I don't really care for these colors that they've given me, I always want to cover them with some washi tape. I like the 4th of July. I'm not crazy about having a lot of reds on my page. I don't know why, just not. So I'm going to speed through this process, but this is how I decorate my page. Try that again. So it's important to have some pens that you trust not to bleed through things. I got the 60 pack on Amazon. Let me see what, I don't remember what company it was. I'll try to link it below. But it has neons. It expands to a 60 pack of pens. Well, it could be right side up, wouldn't it? So it's got metallics and neons and pastels and glitter. So it's super cool. I've been using it for only a few days, but I really do like it. Remember which way it goes, that'd be even better. Something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to set those aside. I also, with my Erin Condren planner, got a few samples of Do It All dots. I'm not a big embellishment for planning because my plans change, but I'm going to grab a few of these and see if I can incorporate them in this week's planning thing. And I have a few colors here if I want to use any of these flags in the back of my planner. Let me see, where are my flags? I have flags like this, which are cool. I've used a couple of them, but not many of them because I like making my own stuff. Most of this doesn't usually apply to me, so that's why. Yeah. So, what I first do is I go back to last week, and I see if there's anything that I did not do that I need to accomplish. And there are a couple things. I need to go to the bank. I didn't get there last week, and banks are closed on Monday. So one of my errands on Tuesday is going to be to go to the bank. But I need to put in all my scheduled stuff first, so that's a holdover. So I'm going to put that over here on my to-dos. Okay, for some reason this cut me off, so I'm going to have to kind of go back and explain to you what I did. So I schedule all my big appointments first because those are the big important things. I also try to schedule any kind of special events we have, and I don't schedule family time because that happens naturally at dinner time, and if we plan any big things with the kids, then I put those in here, obviously. But I don't have those in here. So anyway, so I have my scheduled events in pen, and then I have my errands in pencil because those are variable, and this is my exercise time, and then I write down meals that we're going to have throughout the week, and I mark these 2 days off because I work 12-hour shifts then, and I'm not going to be doing much in the evening except for coming home, maybe eating and going to sleep. So that's kind of where that comes in. Independence Day, I have it off, so I'll be spending time at home with family. No big plans, but it's still good. And then this is a thankful thought. I love this part of this planner. You know, I say thank God for air conditioning because we finally got our air conditioning installed, and so it is really a thank God. When I'm working on the in 12-hour shifts, I don't plan a whole lot for the week. This week is actually very heavy, and so yeah. It is. Sunday is my it's not an appointment. There's no times associated with it. It's just when I'm going to film because it's the only time that I have to film. So I hope that came across. I hope you guys understand what I'm thinking when I'm doing this, and I will try to find a better setup for this because I can't even tell when the camera turns off. So I'll try to figure that out, okay? All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it was a little obvious. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. I have 2 flags that I put on my book every week, whether they match or they don't match. I don't try to make them match. One is my overall goal for this next 12 months. It's a goal to pay off debt to stay home. And so I have that goal, and then I have the debts listed out in 4, which I'm not going to share with you guys. But that's so I can keep track and X them off. It's awesome. So anyway, those 2 flags go on every week because that's important to keep your goals in mind and keep them visible. And it'll stop curling up once I close my planner. So, okay. So I hope you guys are all well and good. And I hope this was in an understandable format. I will get better at it, I promise. Okay. Bye.